Welcome back. My name is Dr. Carl Baird, and today I'll be taking you through a 10-minute strength workout for hikers over 40. This is going to be the perfect workout for anyone who's looking to build strength to maintain their hiking routine, but is maybe a little bit concerned about some joint pain they've been having, whether it's back or knee or foot or ankle. We designed this workout specifically for you to help you build strength without stressing your joints. So to get started, it's going to be a body weight workout. The one thing we will need is a step. So we're going to use these yoga blocks, but if you have access to a step, that is going to be very helpful. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with our floor routine. So to perform, we're going to start on our back with our knees bent and our feet brought towards our hips here, hands at our side, and we're going to do a glute bridge. So we're just going to press through our feet, come to the top, squeeze the glutes at the very top, and back down. This is an exercise really targets hamstring and glutes, which are our primary movers when you're climbing those hills. We really need these to be strong to not only complete the hike, but also protect our low back and protect our knees. Some things to watch out for as you're performing this exercise is your feet position. So you don't want to be too far out. You also don't want to be too far in. You want to find that position kind of right in the middle. And you should feel most of the work in these glutes and a little bit in these hamstrings. Nice work. We got 5 more seconds. And then we're going to switch to our core exercises. Good. So now we're going to move over and we're going to do planks. So a couple variations just depending on your ability level. You can, easiest variation, starting on your knees, but if you're feeling strong, you can go ahead and come up to the toes. So building a strong core is super important for hiking. It's really important for all activities. It's where all of our movement initiates from. We want to be able to maintain core strength as you go through your hike. The plank is one of our favorites because it's a great way to build core strength without stressing your joints. If you go on YouTube or Google, you can find hundreds of different core exercises, but the simple plank is a very effective way to build core strength without stressing your joints. If you're feeling tired, just be sure that your hips aren't dropping or shooting up into the air like that. You want to maintain a nice, strong plank position. If you need to take a break, I'd rather have you drop to your knees and hold it there than let those hips drop. 3 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Great. Moving on to our side, we're going to do side planks. We're going to work another part of our core, our obliques and our QLs, important stabilizer muscles. So for this one, you're going to want your elbow right under your shoulder. We'll start on your knees, and you're going to lift your hips and come up into this position here. Things to watch out for. You want your body in a straight line. You want your shoulders stacked, so you don't want to be rounded forward here, and you want to make sure again you have this straight line, so not this kind of bent at the hips plank. You want to make sure everything is in a nice straight line, and hold. Same thing with the plank. The goal is to hold this and accumulate 45 seconds. So if you need to take a break, it's okay to just drop the hips, give yourself a little bit of break. But it's really important that you maintain proper positioning to protect our joints and build strength without stressing our joints. Good. We're going to switch sides and come in to the left side. Same thing. You're going to position your elbow right under your shoulder, stack your knees, and come up into the side plank. Body, nice straight line, shoulders stacked. Make sure those hips are in a nice straight line and they're not kind of tucked back like that, and our shoulders not rolling forward. And we're going to hold. Again, building this core strength. Very important for any activity that we do. Side planks, just like the planks, a very safe way to build strength in our lateral core stabilizers. Build strength without stressing your joints. That's the goal here. And good. Go ahead and come back down, and we'll move to the standing portion of our workout. Now we're moving into our single leg step down exercise. So this is the exercise where you're going to need a step. We're going to use these yoga blocks about 8 to 12 inches or a little bit lower, just depending on your strength level. So to perform this exercise, you're going to start standing. You're going to bring your toe up, and then you're just going to slowly lower yourself down till your heel touches the ground. And then press up off of this leg to stand on up, the leg that's on the step. And so this is going to be our quad exercise. This is going to build a lot of strength in our quad over the front of the knee. This is going to be very useful on the downhill portion of the hike. So again, I work with a lot of hikers, and I would say 75% of them who have knee pain, it's usually on the downhill portion. And so to help combat that, we got to build strength in our quad through our patellar tendon right down there. And this is a great way to do it. Again, really just making sure that you're pressing up off this top leg. And again, it's just a quick tap if we can of that heel. We're not coming all the way down and pressing up. We really want to control that movement on the way down. That's an eccentric contraction. It's the same type of movement that we do, maintain your balance, when you are coming down on a hike. Good. We're going to switch to the other side. Same thing. So again, bring that toe up, and we just want to be tapping our heel here. Nice work. So again, we should feel that burn along the quad and into that patellar tendon, building that strong patellar tendon so we can control that knee movement when you're hiking down those hills. I'm located in Oregon, and we've got the Columbia River Gorge, which has a lot of great hikes, but they're very steep upwards and then very steep downwards, which means you got to be strong enough to handle especially those downward hikes, because those get very steep, and it's the second portion of the hike, which makes it even harder for most people because you're already a little bit fatigued. Nice work. We got 10 more seconds here. Doing great. Really starting to feel the burn. Again, remember, it's just a quick tap down, not putting our weight down on the ground. And done. All right. Next, we can move our step out of the way, and we're just going to move into squats. So with our squats, make sure you find a good stance for your body, and then squat on down. So I'll turn to the side so you can see. Just up and down. And again, this is going to be full body movement to build strength in our glutes and hamstrings. To keep it safe for our joints, there's a couple things to pay attention to. First, make sure you're unlocking at the hips and then dropping down, instead of unlocking at the knees as you drop down like that. That's just going to put a lot of force on your knees that we want to avoid. Good. If you're having stiffness, tightness, you can mess around with your stance too. Change the width, change how much toe out you have. And the other thing is just watch your depth. If you're somebody who's pretty flexible and you can really come down like that, but you're having some joint pain, I would suggest just stopping when your thighs get parallel to the ground right there. And last one here, and up. Last exercise of the workout, we're gonna get into our lunges. So I always start with reverse lunges. They're a little bit safer on the knees. They're also a little bit more hamstring and quad dominant, which is very useful for our hiking. So perform a reverse lunge. You're just gonna take a step back, drop that back knee, and you're gonna press up off of that front leg. So just make sure it's not like a push up off the back leg there. Slow and controlled. One of the main problems I see when people do lunges is they try to go so fast and their body starts to wobble all over the place. I'd rather have you really focus on control to control this movement. And what you'll find when you do that is you actually get a little bit of a better workout. You get more of that burn, which is what we want. If you need to break it up at 30 seconds, you can. So if you want, go ahead and switch sides. I'm going to go ahead and go for the full minute on my left before switching to the right. Just makes it a little bit harder, but it's okay to switch as well. We got 10 more seconds on this left side, and then we'll switch to last one here. Nice work. All right, we're going to go ahead and switch on to the other side. Same thing, take a step back, drop that back knee, and then press up off the front. The lunge is the most functional of our strength exercises, especially for hiking. And what that means is most similar to the movement of hiking, climbing those hills, coming up and down. The lunge uses a lot of the same muscles that you use in your hiking routine, which is why I always like to include it in my exercise program for hiking. Nice work. Switch if you want, or go straight on through. We got 30 more seconds. Nice work. Ten more seconds. You got it. 3, 2, last one. And done. So there you have it. There is your 10-minute strength training routine for hikers over 40. If you feel like you got a little bit more juice in you, or you want a little bit of an extra challenge, just start back at the beginning, start with those glute bridges, and work your way through it again. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Dr. Carl Baird. We'll talk to you soon. Hey, it's Dr. Baird here. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page to catch all our videos designed to help you build the strength and confidence to live active, healthy, and happy lives. You won't find it anywhere else.